John Wanoa here. Today is Tuesday, the 24th of March 2015, and I'm just in Victorina Park, Mahuhu, just having a look at our day today. That's what it looks like. I just want to show you around. Beautiful. That's the south that way, towards Victorina, over there. Those are normal clouds, by the way. Can you see them? Can you people see them? I've got my little family of birds around. They're just hanging around me, waiting for me to feed them, but I'm not going to feed them. I've got some chicken over there. This is Mahuhu Crescent. That's Victorina just there. Where all the big concerts are, and people walk across here, and they go past there. I'm up at the top there, on this building here, on the other side, on the north side. Our office on the other side there. Okay, Cuba Apartments, so everybody's looking for us. You come down off Beach Road, off the motorway, port, where it says Ports of Auckland. On the motorway, you come down, and then you hit Beach Road, come along there, and then down this way. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea where I am. Anyway, I'll just put the camera back down here and point it to me. So I just want to tell you what happened today. Hi, John here. I've just come from seeing Simon ROWNTREE. I've met him for the first time, Simon Brent ROWNTREE. I spoke to him and gave him his invoice for the bill for each day. They're in occupation of the land block at 1/61 Cook Street. So I'm pleased I met him at 11:15 AM, and they were in a meeting with James Pierce Brown, the two registered owners of the block that I've been trying to get back into our chief's ownership for over 6 years. So in that time the chiefs have died. About 8 of them have died that have been with the Confederation of Chiefs here, up at Waitangi and in Auckland and in the Kaipara Harbour. So I've got extensive history to back up these land titles back to John Rogan, Judge John Rogan, for the British titles, direct from Britain, and there was another John Rogan in Australia that put the titles together there, from Sydney to New South Wales to Melbourne, and with Lord Melbourne, Prime Minister of Britain, having placed the Victoria title there from King William IV Admiralty to Devonport in England. That was that title of the LEVY operation here in Wellington, New Zealand. Our government has the freehold land information titles here on the block of land as a financial interest bank loan, and that's derived from King William's Admiralty bank loans, mortgage liens. So we've got the same mortgage liens direct from Britain at Devonport there, straight to Devonport here over the North Shore, and into the Kaipara Harbour from Manukau Harbour. That title there was the Manukau Land Company, real estate company in Glasgow, Scotland. So all the titles of the British here in the Kaipara are the titles I'm talking about, the Scottish titles, Celtic titles, that this 1/61 Cook Street has come out of the new Auckland title of the province of Auckland, that stretched from here, Auckland, down to Hawke's Bay to Turanganui, Gisborne, East Coast titles, where my Wanoa family of the Oraiti married Tika or Dick Rogan on that Maori land court site in Gisborne, where all these titles were put together with the Rogan Maori title to Auckland. And so John Rogan came from the Kaipara Harbour and married into the Manukau family, the Maraea Manukau family, and Rokena Rogan, Mohi Rogan, and Mohi Te Mati Manukau IV family. He put this title here in Auckland and the Kaipara onto me. So that's why I'm standing here today to arrest the property of 161 Cook Street from Simon Rowntree and James Brown, because it's corrupted. It has a British title, has been corrupted by the Lynn's title, and you'll see that in the whole condominium of papers that have been bandied around on Facebook, and other statements I'm making on YouTube about the same title. So we're saying here that the Crown, which is the corporation of the Rothschild banks, have corrupted our titles, and to Britain, the British government, not the Crown Corporation, but the British government is our legal partner with King William IV as our oath of office. So I'm swearing my oath of office to the British government and the Scotland Yard and the High Court of Admiralty in London, where these cases are going, to anybody who tries to complain against what I'm saying about the titles. Now with Simon and James, I've just met them and took the letters and the invoice for the bill and a complaint to the police about the fraud in that block of land that's going right through the government. Now, one of two things will happen. They're going to call me shortly. James is going to call me to see what they're having in their meeting. Now they'll go over the documents I just gave them that you're seeing on Facebook, and that's admissible in the High Court of Admiralty in London. Everything that I'm putting on there, Twitter, Google, YouTube and Facebook, okay, especially Facebook, because the politicians use Facebook for their political means of gathering friends and families together and to have meetings and so forth, like what the Scottish SNP party are using Facebook quite a lot, and the other parties as well, and as well as our own Moai King William party in Britain is using SOS party. Matt Taylor, to you mate, thank you for promoting us, even though you've gone back to your SOS party. But for James, anybody that complains to the police, I tried to put a complaint in, and Tony Geldenhuis, who knows me well, you can hear the video of him, and it's the last video I'll be putting on videoing the police. That is the last one, but I wanted that one to be shown, that I was there, and you heard it from Tony, that the police will not get involved with this case of this land between me and you, James Brown and Simon Rowntree. The deal is between me and you and the settlement, but I've already settled because you didn't answer me in 3 times, and now this letter here finalises the bill. Debt from the 12th of March 2015. Right till now it's mounting up. The longer you stay on that block of land with your tenants, the bigger the bill. And the same when the police have tampered with our evidence over the 6-year period. They got their bill to Detective Inspector Karen Malthus, criminal investigator from Tasman in the South Island, and she's out of her jurisdiction, being here in Auckland, doing the Roastbusters case, the criminal case of the sex scandal with the young boys and the girls that got raped, and nothing was done about it. I'm taking that case up. I'm taking that case up into our court for those girls that got raped, and any other fraud case in this country, straight to Britain, straight online, on Facebook, is admissible evidence to any cases we have here, and I'm the surrogate King of England here, acting straight from Britain, British government, due Maui, Crown, King William government, South Pacific, Maui Pacific, 5th state to Britain, 4 states. So there's 5 states we're talking about. Anyway, back to where we were with the complaint. I've put the complaints to you in just a loose leaf form. I'll put it on Facebook of what I wanted to write as a complaint into the police station. Then Tony Galvanise, he's the manager, station manager of the Central Police Station, came in because the girl there at the counter, bless her soul, she complained about me filming her. And I guess that's an apology from me to her. But it was crucial that I follow my tracks. Everywhere I go, I'm accountable to the public. And so much for filming. Police, they do that all the time in the streets and everywhere in Britain and here. They're following with a camera. But that's for my own backup case here. It's serious when you're doing commercial liens. It's lethal. And you can lose everything. In this case, that's what's happened, because it's been reported to Scotland Yard to recover the debts. I've put out an invoice. There's nothing anybody can do about it, even if you complain and the police came down to the section. They're already going to snowball out of control with everybody pulled in that are accused and alleged are fraudsters in accessories to that Doug Ricard Bell first illegal sale that I was trying to stop, and the Lins interfered and forged the title that I was putting in with the lapse of caveat. I put onto that block of land to seize it. That's what the old chiefs wanted to do. They wanted me to seize the property because of what I told them and reported to them that there was fraud on that land block. And I'm only doing a land block where I'm concerned, not any other land block. Only that one that I'm saying is fraud in front of my eyes. And I've recorded the whole thing. If anybody wants to know, it's there online. And this complaint letter will be there that I wanted to file into the court. If I filed it into the court, into the police station, they would have to act on their own fraud in their own police department. So they have a real problem in the police department that I'm saying to you people, that we have to make them accountable for everything they're doing illegally. There's no checks and balances on the police themselves. So I'm here as a native assessor to checks and balances for our own native lands, to make them honest, make the government honest. And so far they've been routing the system, or rorting the system of the public. And I want to show where that we're doing an audit on HM Treasuries in England, and also the Intuition New Zealand Limited Company here, the 14 police companies, registered companies, limited companies, and the 14 INVOICE companies that the government contracts out to run their police business. Okay, so I'm going to do an audit on that. It's my legal right to do that as a representative for the Hapu and the chiefs at Titi Marae in Waitangi. They're wondering why I'm still here when I should be in England, putting all our politics into Westminster. So the police have held me up for the last 6 years and so, over 6 years, and they've held me up in this last month, and also the owners of the registered owners on the block of land on Cook Street have held me up because I should have had it on the first letter I gave them. I asked them to go. Now the debt collectors are going to shift in and seize the lot and seize all their tenants' properties in there if they're still there when they come in. So I just warned them today is up, they haven't replied, they haven't counterclaimed the affidavit, or they haven't rung me up to discuss any matter. So I've gone straight to Westminster, straight to Scotland Yard, straight to the Metropolitan Police in London, and straight to the High Court of Admiralty with my complaints. And so they will look into all that is illegal and fraudulent here, corrupted our British title. So that's all I want to say. I'll go and put this on the videos that I made onto Facebook, and then you can see that I'm just waiting for a phone call now from James Brown, and I'm glad I met Simon Rowntree today. I didn't know who he looked like, so you'll see him on camera. And so far, I've only got a complaint from Tony Geldenhuis about me filming them, but it's not for any other use other than my evidence that I was at the police station at that time to report a complaint that was not put over the counter. So he's really sort of stopped me from making a complaint, because it would have blown out right into their department and exposed them right there. So if anybody's going in to complain, or the owners complain today, when they ring me up, they're going to complain to the police, then that'll become a full-blown case in the High Court of Admiralty in London for them to answer to after the fact. That's after it has been closed, the matter's at an end, and so they're just bringing something back in that will never get through the court, and it will expose the police and everybody else in that block of land. So I think the police would have told them, do not go and do anything about it, do not make any case out of it in the courts, or do not. It's better to settle me out and leave the block of land and go back and get their money from their lawyer. Okay, thank you very much. I've just got to go back now and film it, put it on Facebook. Beautiful day. It's a lovely day today. Look, it's nice. I just want to show you just how beautiful New Zealand is. The air is clean. There's no pollution here, no chemtrails, no guns firing off, no bullets flying around, and nice and peaceful. And I wish other countries like Palestine was like this, and not Netanyahu making a mess of the place, and just for greed. Okay, thank you very much. Bye. We'll see you later. Have a nice day. John Wanoa, Auckland, New Zealand. Tuesday, 24th of March 2015. Bye.